Now open your books to page 6 and 7 and lay it flat on a table the way I have shown here, or on a sturdy music stand, and have a pencil ready. We're going to write numbers underneath the notes of the song with pencil in case you make a mistake. Okay? On the left on page 6 you'll see a C major chart. No sharps or flats. Look at Yankee Doodle. If we look at the near the treble clef, we don't see any sharps or flats. All you see is that big C, and that just stands for common time. That's the same thing as 4/4 timing. We won't worry about timing on this video. We're playing familiar tunes to us, so we're just going to get the notes and then play them the way our ear hears them. Okay, so the first 4 notes in Yankee Doodle are, the first 2 are both the same note. They're on the 3rd space up, if you count within the spaces. Then we have the very next line and then the very next space. We'll just do those 4 to start with. Let's go back over to our chart. See our numbers. In the primary octave, we have that 3rd space is an 8. And going to the extended numbers on our scale, we'll have the next one is 9 and 10. Those are the first 4 notes. So go over to Yankee Doodle and write with a pencil underneath the note, just as I have shown on the screen here. 8, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Then we'll focus on the next measure. If you compare those notes, those 4 notes, to the chart on the left, then we'll see it's 8, 10, 9, 5. Okay, got those? Write them with a pencil. And let's hear what those sound like right now. I'll play them. Okay. 8, 8, 9, 10, 8, 10, 9. Okay? Now I would like for you to pause the video and try to write out some of those numbers by yourself. Take 1 measure at a time, just like we just did on these 2 measures, and then check it with the next part of the video. But don't just copy my numbers down. Get used to going over to the chart and finding the numbers for yourself. Just do a few at a time, and then maybe play those numbers, just like we did now. Maybe 1 measure, 2 measures, whatever you feel comfortable with. And check your answers with the ones on the screen. But pause the video and do them by yourself, and then check, okay? Okay, now check your numbers with the ones that I have written down. Hopefully everything matches, but check them real thoroughly. Pause this screen if you have to, and make sure all your numbers are right. And when you play the song, we'll play little groups of numbers at a time. Usually like what you think you might sing with it, how the words would go. When you would pause for a breath, you could learn up to that point, and then do the next phrase, what it's called, play up to where you might take another breath, and then piece it all together. Okay? Here are the words to the song, so you can use that as a reference, and let's do some playing on it. I'm going to play 1 measure at a time, and then I'll go back and play the phrases. Okay, I'm going to play 8, 8, 9, 10. then 8, 10, 9, 5, 8, 8, 9, 10, then 8, 7, 5, 8, 8, 9, 10 again, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 8. I'm going to play all of that a little bit faster now, okay? Or smoother. Ready? 8, 8, 9, 10, 8, 10, 9, 5, 8, 8, 9, 10, 8, 7, 5, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Practice that on your own. Do little pieces at a time. Memorize little pieces like 8, 8, 9, 10. You see that happens in there a few times. Get that memorized. That way, when you see that measure, you can play that easier. And put it all together. Play nice and slow, slower than I did. Then we'll move on to the next part of it, okay? Okay, now at measure 9, that's what that little bitty 9 is next to the treble clef. That stands for measure 9. It's Yankee Doodle, and then the next bar is keep it up. So Yankee Doodle is 6, 7, 6, 5. Hopefully, you see how to get those numbers and you're getting that as well. In the next part of the actual phrase, if you were going to sing, you would sing keep it up as part of the phrase, like one breath. So that's 6, 7, 8. The second bar starting at Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Okay? And if you play those, it's going to sound like pretty much like this. Okay? Try to do that, play along with it, and sing the words with it if you'd like. That's really a good thing to do. Okay? Then we have Yankee Doodle Dandy. So the next measure, which is technically measure 11, the third measure in that line, Yankee Doodle, is 5, 6, 5, 4. Then the next part of the phrase, dandy, 3, 5. Check yourself on making sure you can get these numbers without me just telling you what they are. And that's gonna give you the ability, when you're good at this, you know what you're doing with this, to play any song you want, basically. Okay? So this is what that phrase sounds like. Yankee Doodle Dandy. Alright? Everything's going pretty good, huh? Now let's look at the last line. Mind the music and the step, and with the girls be handy. I didn't put the words in your book just because I wanted to leave it clean, and you can write them down, from copying this or not, whatever you want to do. But I just added them on the video to make more sense to you, make it more clear. The book is your workbook. The video is your lessons, how to use it. Okay? Mind the music. 6, 7, 6, 5. and the step and starts the other one. Ends at bar 6786 with the girls B 5879. The last two notes handy 88. Notice how it starts with an 8 and ends on an 8? This is the key of C major, and it happens to start on C and ends on C. You'll start seeing things like that a lot after you do this enough. Okay? Here's what all that sounds like. All right.